Sending data. And Facebook is online. And YouTube is online. Refreshing my Facebook page. And it should be there. There it is. Switching to public. And going back to that screen. There we go. And if everything works correctly, the way I just clicked it, in about 15-20 seconds or so, because of the timing thing, you should be able to, if you want to type a comment, the computer voice will introduce you and say what you want to say. But it reminds me, I need to turn up the volume so I can hear it. There we go. One-man band. All right. Welcome to Captain Mudslinger's neighborhood. I'll put my captain's hat on. Well, the other day, some nice local resident came in and ordered some bowls. She had some like this, and I guess one of them broke. She wanted me to make a few more. So I'm going to try and follow that as a sample. Okay. It's Monday. Slap that in the middle. Now this glaze, because it's commissioned thing, is fresh out of the bag, fresh out of the box, so it's good. So I won't have to do as much of the coning and hockey puck stuff. Pardon me. So lean down. I swear it's easier to do this with my eyes closed sometimes. Okay. Bring it down. I want it to be a little bit wider. Just a little bit wider. Because the thing is, it's going to shrink about 14%. Okay. And I don't have my phone here because I used up all my GBs because the wireless is in the house and my new phone just doesn't pick up the Wi-Fi signal from the house, so it just goes straight on 4G. So if anybody wants to comment, just go ahead and give it a try and see if I should be able to hear you. Start in the center, open, check the depth. It's good. Open, curl them back. Try to keep this from rolling over. Hold my thumb up, back down. Let's make sure the bottom's flat. Okay. Can't even see if anybody has commented. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So I'm going to use this rib as a, well, to make the bottom flat, but also a guide. So you can make all the bottoms the same size. It's nice and smooth and flat. And just making a little wedge. And then it drops off to nothing. Okay. Make it slippery. So, another thing I have here is something that Kind of reminds me of Catholic school. Anyway, see, I already measured the width. So there's a mark right here. So see, I'm going to have to make it that much wider. You know, about an inch wider. A little bit taller. So that's why I use this. Slippery. Get underneath it. I'm lifting, and the pressure drops off. Because I want to keep my fingers the same distance apart. First, I'm just going to try and make the walls even. And be a little bit taller. I can do that. And well, the first one's the series, just trying to figure out how to make it. I don't have to come out a whole lot, but just enough to give it some curve. So we get underneath it, and there. She wanted some nice pull rings on the side. There. There we go. Let's make the bottoms. Taking the extra water off the bottom. And I'm just setting my thumb here, just making sure it's flat when I trim it. Turn it upside down. All right. Here. Get this extra stuff off of here. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see it here. Go. This is kind of strange doing these things. I feel like I'm just talking to myself, hoping and guessing there might be somebody out there. Okay. One. All right. Let's make another one. If you're taking a lunch break or whatever, it can be relaxing to just sit and watch the clay. You know, I'm gonna maybe try and zoom that in just a little bit. So right there, okay. Just kind of looking at the shelf behind me. Try that. Really is kind of a nice lens on that camera. Alright, bring it up. Just trying to loosen it a little bit, and then back down. A little bit more water. That's it. Open. Check the depth. Good. Now, curling back, and I'm also trying to wrap this here so it doesn't roll over on me. There. A little sticky. This. I'll open it just a little bit more. bottom. Now, my inside finger's like a rib. I'm going to take my left thumb and just roll it up. Gentle feather touch and then back down. Just smearing the outside, the uneven stuff to the center. Making it slippery. Cutting it with my thumb, making a wedge. And just lifting the wedge and the pressure drops off to nothing. There we go. Well, let me know if you like these shows during the day or in the evening. I could do both, or I can just do one, or I don't know. Getting underneath and lifting. There we go. I might make some coffee mugs tonight, I don't know. Measure. Close. So, now we're going to get real slippery because to put some pull rings on there. There we go. And there, same size. Okay, muck off my fingers. And I'm just going to clean this edge. Schmutz off. There's another one. Set this there. Okay, a little drink of water. Just want to smush it down so you don't get any water underneath it. Down, right in the center, and then opposite sides, pushing in, and then back down. A little sticky. There we go. Up, down, and down. Muck off my fingers. A little bit of water over the center and open. Make an inverted cone. Yep. There we go. It's a little sticky. That's about it. Sometimes when you pull and you think you have the right depth, it kind of comes back up on you a little bit. There we go. Nice flat bottom. Pardon me. This is a pound and a half of clay. Drawing my thumb up and back down. Down. A little bit of a bump in there. There we go. And lift. And it drops off to nothing. Bottom marker in here. Okay. There we are. Getting underneath. Now there's that wedge. See, that's all it's touching. Just my fingertips. Take that wedge and lift it until it gets to the edge, and the pressure just drops right off. There we go. Good. So now we got our wall nice and even. Make it nice and slippery. And then give it some pizzazz. There we go. Perfect. Now, it's really something anyway. Okay, sometimes I like to use these sponges here. It's a natural sponge. Just to, ugh. Shouldn't have used that sponge. It's all dirty. Ugh. Just got a piece of crud in here. Well, nothing's perfect. Make it smooth. Flat. Go to my sponge and the crud. And she ordered 6 of them, so I usually make a couple extra and let them pick the best ones. So I'm gonna try and whip out 8 of these here right now. See it on the screen. Now this vat needs to be cleaned a little bit. It's a little dirty. Okay. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to type a comment. Well, cheat a little bit. Let's see. Now, looks like there's one person watching. Hi. Looked like Brenda was watching. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, if they're gonna let us open up again, calendar should be opening up June 1st. So, when I do some studio time or a getaway day in the clay, I can start taking reservations again, I guess. Everything's gonna be okay. All right, so I'm gonna open. That's it. Good. Sometimes this little lump, if you can see that, just to keep it pushed down. Start in the center again. Slowly come out to the side, just as fast as the clay will, only as fast as the clay will allow. We don't want to overdo it. So I have this point right in the center, and I'm holding it flat like this, see? So they're kind of pushing it down. There we go. Now, I'm supporting the inside. My thumb is also right on that right there. And I'm gonna, just to support it, and I'm drawing my left thumb up, and just to a feather touch, and then back down. And it's just taking the uneven stuff, and it's smearing it to the center. And there we go, and lift. Okay. Make the wall slippery. Support on the inside, and get the clay from the outside. And there's that wedge. And lift. Until the pressure just drops off to nothing. Okay. Just enough. Here we go. Now I'm going to give it some pretty curves. Whatever. There we go. Water on the inside. Okay. Yeah, I have another one. There we go. You just watch the wheels spin and forget about the COVID. It'll be alright. As long as you know Jesus. Otherwise, well. So I'm not worried. There's another one. Got 4 of them down. So another one that needs to be cleaned off a little bit. There we go. Okay, here we go again. That's what my father-in-law always said, here we go again. Bring it up, and then back down. A little sticky. And I'm using my thenar right here. This is the hypothenar and the thenar. With my knuckle over the center. I'm supporting right there. There we go. Take my finger, make an inverted cone, and pull back. just a smidge more. There we go. Let's make them all the same width on the inside. Because flat bottom pots make the rocking wheel go round. Drawing my finger up, gentle, back down, cutting underneath with my thumb and lifting. Just kind of like making it slippery. Now getting that clay at the bottom, making sure it stays slippery. There we go. And lifting. There. Slippery. Get the muck off my fingers. Oops. All right, here we go. Oh, let me measure. Not much. Get a little bit more height out of it though. There we go. And then, yeah. Nice decorative pull rings. There. Same as it ever was. Okay. Go, cut that off, or cut down there, and my needle tool, and this stuff could just go back in the bag and re-wedge it. All right. I hope making these pots is an inspiration to anybody out there that would like to come back and take some studio time. There we go. One of the pottery people here asked me to trim her pot. It had been wrapped up on the shelf for several months, and it wasn't complete. I was able to trim it. Like I softened her up a little bit, but yeah, that happens. You know, life happens, and then years ago, a long time ago, I first started doing studio classes here. I had this nice lady came and started taking some studio time, and she was pretty good. And then she started sculpting little birds and frogs and things and stuck them on the side. They're awesome. And she bought a horse. No more clay. And then the horse died. And then she bought another horse. Horses are nice, but there we go. Open. How long does it take to make those things, Captain Mudslinger? Well, now I'm showing you. So I'm trying to support with my thumb so it doesn't curl over. Check the width. A little bit more. There we go. Just like that. And center of the donut. Up and back down and up and there. Yes. Now, just a little bit more slippery. Cut underneath and kind of just lift, smush, kind of ish, lift it type and stuff. It's hard to explain. That's why I teach hands-on with the getaway day in the clay, because I mean, how are you supposed to know what it feels like? So I take your hands. Thousands of people getting underneath and lifting and stretching, and then it just drops off to nothing. There we go. Making it slippery. Go. I'm going to get underneath it on the bottom again, get that last little bit, and then give it a nice pull in. There. There. All right. Lock off my fingers. Cut this extra stuff off. Yeah, this is going to be a really nice lightweight little bowl. I get that a lot when I go to these art fairs. Some people walk up to my booth and they pick up one of my mugs or something and they expect to go, ugh, because a lot of people, I mean, they're surprised at how lightweight my mugs are. There we go. That's number 6. I should move my phone over here. Covered with mud. All right. 2 more. When I don't know if you can see it, but I got all these notches in here. When I first started making clay pots with clay, I never got them. Then I realized, my lighting ring, and it doesn't come off. Okay. Down, opposites, and push in and lift just a little bit. Back down, leaning down on my left side. A little bit more water. There we go. Yes, I recycle all that schmutz that I'm taking off my hands. Center. pull back. Check the width. Just about it. Wouldn't it be nice to have like a sponsor and pay me a bunch of money and I talk about their product or something, so that I could have like 2 or 3 cameras here at the same time and have somebody on the other side of that thing running the switcher. Captain Mudslinger's Neighborhood is brought to you today by Kevin O'Hara. And the benevolence of my wife that lets me do this. Thanks for laughing. It's just water. Thanks for laughing. Alright, making it slippery. Supporting with my finger. Take my thumb, centering the donut, drawing it up, back down, back in there, and drawing it up, back down. Now it's even, and there's that wedge, and I just lift and schmutz it up there. There we go. Okay. Like having all the stuff on my fingers. Down to the bottom. Get that clay. There's, whoop, make it slippery. Here's a wedge, and I'm lifting the wedge, keeping my fingers the same distance apart, and then when it gets to the edge, it just drops right off. There we go. No comments today. Alright, nice and slippery. And just going to get that. There we go. There's a little piece of schmutz in there. I had to get out. Oh, my hands are getting old and wrinkly. There we are. There we go. One more. I hope anybody who's out there, I hope you've been enjoying watching. And you can always rewatch this at another time on YouTube. It's a lot easier to get it on YouTube, or because they're all listed in a row. Okay. One last. Fade to fly. Remember that song? Oh, I heard it do something. Just kind of heard the computer go boop boop. I don't know if that was whatever. Okay, last one. And these bowls that I'm making right now, we're commissioned by somebody, came in here the other day, and I can make stuff for you. If you like, you can come in here and we'll come up with a design, and I can make some stuff for you. And you can sit here and watch me make it. In the privacy and safety of your own home. But see, I can take your money over the credit card with the Square or Venmo, see. Thanks for laughing. One miracle at a time. Get the muck off. Here we go. Start in the center. Inverted cone. Curl it back. Make sure that doesn't roll over. Measure. A little bit more. Make sure the bottom's flat. Or even. There we go. Right there. Nice flat bottom. Support on the inside. Draw my left thumb up. And then back down. This is just centering the donut back in. Now, a lot of times I'll just slip on my hands, which kind of gets in the way. So, make it nice and slippery. I'm gonna cut my thumb underneath like that, and almost pushing it together as I'm schmutzing it up there. And you know, the definition of schmutzing is probably just as it sounds. Okay, slippery. Get that clay at the bottom. There's the wedge. And I'm lifting it. And the pressure just drops off to nothing as I get to the edge. There we go. It's hard to believe I've been doing classes out of my studio here for 14 years. Almost 14 and a half now. So yeah, order pottery or come buy it so I could survive. Here's the last pull. There we go. And that's it. Same as the others. There. Okay. There. And just scrape the last of this schmutz off of here. I also want to make sure the bottom's nice and smooth. All the water off of it. Well, alrighty then. There's my 8 bowls. I can take this off here. Set it over there. Like I said, I think I might make some coffee mugs this evening at the Happy Half Hour. And you can text and I'll be able to hear it. And it can be fun and silly. I hope you like being in the neighborhood. Thanks for watching. Peace.